I find that way too many millennials are focused on investment returns right from the start. They want to talk about the hot new stock or whatever investment that's going to 10x their dollars over the next 1 year. But at the end of the day, that's not the best starting place for you. If you make $50,000, you have $1,000 extra to invest, and you get a 100% rate of return, you made $1,000. That is not that impactful. What's impactful is nailing down your cash flow. And this all starts with budgeting. And to be honest, I get it. Budgeting is not fun, but it's a necessary starting point to be able to automate and manage your cash flow to help set you up for your goals. So here's how you're going to do exactly that. I want you to audit yourself. I want you to go and grab your most recent pay stub. What amount did you take home? Did you take home $4,000 a month? Did you take home $5,000 a month? Whatever it is, write that down. And then I want you to either go look through your bank statements, or I want you to connect your bank accounts to somewhere like Mint, Every Dollar, some type of budgeting app to get the information of how much that you're spending per average every month. So maybe the last 3 months, it's going to say $4,000, $4,500, $4,250. Well, find the average. That means you're spending about $4,250. And then go back and look at your income. Let's say you took home $5,000 a month. That means you now need to subtract the two to find your surplus. So $5,000 minus $4,250 is $750 a month left over for surplus. This is how you really get started in managing your cash flow. What you need to do now is continue to track your expenses. A lot of people don't want to do this, which is why I recommend softwares often, but you need to have a general idea to make sure that you're spending a similar amount per month. The reason why I don't necessarily love budgets is because I don't want it to be that you have to spend $150 a month on going out for food and $200 a month on entertainment and $100 a month on clothing. The goal is that you just have the same average spend. So 1 month you might spend more on clothing and less on going out. And the other month you might spend more on entertainment and less on clothing and going out. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're spending a similar amount per month, which makes your life more regular, where you can actually use that surplus to be automated towards your goals. Go do that. Figure out your income, figure out your average expenses, figure out your surplus, and then we can start to talk about the goals that you have and how to figure out where those dollars go based on those goals. Now that you understand how to manage your cash flow, the next thing we need to figure out is how to create automation and how to save. One of the most important types of accounts that everybody needs is an emergency fund. The general rule of thumb is you need somewhere between 3 to 6 months of expenses built up in an emergency fund. The key here is to fine tune this for yourself. What I often do is I let people choose. When you think about expenses, if something were to happen, do you want this to cover expenses exactly the way they are today? Or are there certain things that you would cut out? For some people, they say, oh, I'd probably go out less. I would spend less on shopping, less in entertainment. And so they reduce their monthly expenses for what they need in their emergency fund. And other people are like, hey, if something bad happens, I still want to enjoy my life and live it in the same way. So I want to think about my expenses the same. In this example used above, $4,250 of expenses, then you need at least 3 times that at a minimum. So that's $12,750, if not double that, which would be $25,500. So what you need to do is figure this out for yourself. How I think about this is 3 months is more so for dual income households, people with really safe jobs like teachers, something along those lines. And then you want to go more to 6 months if you have one income with a family, if you have more commission-based job, and maybe all the way up to 12 months if you're starting a business and have no idea what your income would be. So that's obviously one account. And so what you need to do is say, I'm going to go set that up at some high yield savings accounts, whether that's Ally, Marcus, all of the ones, and say, hey, great, I need $12,500 in my emergency fund. I want to get there in a year. That means I need to save a little over $1,000 a month and automate that. The key here is that I want you to do that for all of your accounts. So when we go back to your goals and say, okay, you want to build an emergency fund, you want to save for travel, and you want to save for a down payment, you need to go look at your surplus and figure out how much you need to save in each account. This is how you truly create automation. This is how you do the reverse budgeting. And this is how you make sure that you don't overspend and you save for the things that are important to you. Now is your turn. Go look at your goals, go figure out your surplus, create those accounts, and set the automation behind them so you can be set up to accomplish your goals. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please leave a like and go subscribe to my channel for more personal finance content. And as always, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you back next week.